What's up? It's your boy Demetrius, aka D, all the way G, also known as C Money. In this video here, man, it's really just about a question that has been asked to me several times now, and I guess I owe it to these people that have been asking me, I guess an explanation. So I've been on ahead and made a video about it, and the question is that how come I don't do commentary in my gaming footage that I upload. Now, when I first started out YouTube, this was actually something that I had started right off the bat to do, was to commentate while I was doing gaming footage. But then as I kept doing it and I went along, I just noticed some issues or some problems that it was just causing me. I mean, it's not a right or wrong thing, but there was just some issues that it was causing me, and that's the reason why I had to just find other ways to kind of make people view or make people click. Now, one of the issues that it was causing me when I was doing commentary at first, and the reason why I stopped, is because when I'm playing a fighting game, whichever fighting game it is, I just want to make sure I'm at my best effort. I'm giving it my best, totally 100%. Total focus. I don't want nothing from the outside or some other type of activity going on to disrupt that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I don't mind multitasking or anything like that, but I'm thinking like the biggest problem that it gave me was that commentating while I was actual fighting in real time, it was kind of taking some of the focus away. Meaning that I had to focus on 2 or 3 different things at once, which was cool, but at the end of the day, I just was like, you know what, I just want to focus on the footage. I want to focus on the action in the real time. Now, in my personal opinion, when you're playing fighting games in real time, I think it's a big difference when you're playing a fighting game in real time than to playing a game such as Call of Duty or some type of survival horror game where you could basically have a microphone in, you could talk all you want to do. And those type of genres, I think it's cool, but in fighting games, I think it's kind of different. I think you gotta have that extra focus. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's one of the other problems that the commentary was adding for me. Now, for an example, if y'all really think about it, like a lot of the streamers that we come across, have y'all noticed for the most part, a lot of these streamers, they get their asses kicked? And now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a reason for that, because, they're just multitasking too much. They got to pay attention to their chat. They got to answer questions to people in their chat while they're playing. They got their microphones on, talking to people inside their microphone. Then they got their live microphone in front of them. They got to bend down and talk in that microphone. Then some of them even be checking they iPhones and shit like that. And a lot of these streamers, they get their asses kicked because of it, because it's just a lot of multitasking shit going on. And which leads to my point, when I do live fighting game footage, I just want the experience to be the total best. And what I mean by that is I want to have the top-notch gameplay, no slippages at all, no outside interference, man. I want the gameplay from both sides, not just myself, but the opponent that I'm going up against. I want the experience to be the absolute best. And then I just kind of figured, by doing that, just don't have any commentary, just don't have anything else but that fight itself. Like, the whole focus be on the fight and that experience. Now, sometime in the near future, I have been thinking about, probably like making specific videos where I'm going to have some commentary in it, and and stuff like that. So I have been thinking about that, so that might come about in the near future. But as of right now, I just kind of feel like putting commentary and gaming footage, to me, it just really just it just cuts the focus in half. You know what I'm saying? And to give another example, when I post like fighting game footage, I wanted to have a arcade slash theater type feel to it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want to go to an arcade and see the action, or go to a theater and see a little action movie where people just sit down in the darkness and y'all viewing the action. I want to, create that type of atmosphere when I, upload my gaming footage. It's just like in the classic arcades. Like the two people that are playing at the arcades shouldn't have to say shit because they're the ones playing, because they're the ones that have to focus and they're giving you the experience. Like the people that are surrounding the arcade, viewing the two people play, those are the people that are going to be commenting. And that's what I like to do. I like to create the footage because I want to make other people be like, oh shit, man, I liked it that Kung Lao, I liked it that Lao, I liked it that Eddie Gordo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to create. So that's my whole take on why I don't do commentary in my gaming footage, and that's the answer to a few people's questions that had asked me. Now, like I said before, I'm not going to sit here and say I will never ever do it. I might do a few of them here and there, but it's just more of a focus thing with me, and it's just all about the overall experience. Now, part two, a short part two of this video, someone actually told me that they viewed a couple of my videos. I'm not sure if this person was a subscriber or not, but he or she told me that they were impressed by my view count that I get from my fighting game footage videos, for me to be such a itty bitty YouTuber. And then the person asked me, is there anything I'm doing like specifically to kind of get such a decent view count for an itty bitty YouTuber? And then this is gaming footage. Like gaming footage videos don't get the duration and the view count, compared to a live action video. Let's just keep it real. That's just how it is. Then I kind of was like, do I do anything special? Do I do anything specific? And then maybe not. But then I started to think to myself, well, you know what? This person actually is making me better in a sense by even saying that, because I really wasn't thinking about it at first, but then my last few footage videos I started to think about it. And one thing that I always do when I upload a gaming footage video is I preach this word all the time. I say it all the time, and that is nostalgia. I try to create as much nostalgia for the video and for the characters that are in that video as possible. And for an example, when I create an intro for my gaming footage, I guess you could say I'm hoping that the person that clicks on the video, I'm hoping that this person knows the entire history of the character and the franchise itself, because that creates the nostalgia. So when this person, I guess let's just say this person is a fan of Kung Lao, just like I am, and I make an intro with a whole bunch of Kung Lao art or some stuff like that, and then this person will be like, oh man, that's the MK3 Kung Lao, he got the MK3 Kung Lao in there. And because the MK3 version of Kung Lao, that is my best version. That's the best version. I love that version of Kung Lao. So when the viewer sees that, I'm hoping that the viewer would get it in his mind. It's like, okay, you know what? The person that made this footage, he really knows his Mortal Kombat. He really knows the history of this franchise, and he ain't new to this. And that's what I try to create. I try to create that nostalgia and appreciation of tradition. Now, that doesn't always work as far as making someone subscribe to you, but what it does do is when you create that traditional nostalgia, at least right then and there, that viewer is going to be like, okay, you know what? This is a Kung Lao video. He knows his Kung Lao, so he's got to be good with Kung Lao. And not only that, he's got a passion and he's got a certain appreciation for Kung Lao as well, and it does keep people watching. Then we all got the trolls. The trolls come on my channel, and they'll say some shit like, oh, you know what, man, you're just posting spammy gibberish and some shit like that. But when I do these postings of the fighting game footage, there's always meaning to it. There's always more than one meaning to it. Whether I'm showing you how to play against another character with my character, whether I'm showing you combo play, special move play, tactical play, there's always a meaning to it. I don't always, explain it, because as a viewer, I also bank on the viewer having common sense. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my whole thing with the whole gaming footage. And then on top of that, most people just like to be entertained. Most people just like to see nice, silent, good quality fights. Now, a lot of people don't really care too much for the commentary and 3D crap coming all on the screen while you playing. A lot of people don't care about that. Some people just like to be entertained and just want to see some good fighting action. So, that was basically it on that. It was just the question that was getting asked to me regularly, so I just felt the need to come on here and just answer the question. And I hope everybody can appreciate my answer. Like I said before, it's no right or wrong way to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's just, for me, I just as of right now, just the commentary thing in my footage videos, it just really ain't my thing. So if you was feeling what I was talking about, give this video some love, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, what I can tell you is that my niche is pretty much fighting games. Every now and then I'll talk about some other type of games in some type of form or way, but mostly I do fighting games. As of right now, the top 3 franchises that I cover are Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, Mortal Kombat 11, and Tekken 7. And me personally, those are the 3 top fighting games out right now. A lot of people don't think Virtua Fighter is, but it is to me, and it is to a lot of other motherfuckers, okay? So, if you are a dedicated fan of one of those 3 fighting game titles, or all 3, check out my channel and subscribe, because your boy's got the good. This is your boy Demetrius. Thank y'all for watching. God bless y'all all. See y'all in the next video. I am out. Peace.